That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
Yeah,
you want one quick question?
we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. Now, this might be a shorter stream, and usually when I say that, it'll still end up being an hour afterwards because I yap so much and stuff. But it's a shorter stream because first, I just got off of a 3-hour episode of 1 a.m. and things of that sort. So that's fire, everything like that. Go check that out. Go make sure you support the 1 a.m. podcast with my boys Jelani and Mo. And B, I'm working on like I said yesterday, a bigger story, an original for the channel and stuff like that. I haven't done one of those like originals where I actually take my time and it's not just something I throw together after an event, but something that really kind of makes sense and stuff and lines up and, you know what I'm saying, has a little more structure. So I'm excited about it, but I'm really doing the due diligence and my research for it and, making calls and doing the homework and then going deeper than what other people have previously put out on the topic in previous years. So I'm excited about the project, to say the least. And yeah, but with that, I kind of like need time. Like I barely have time as is. So with that being said, I just put less kind of into tonight's live stream. With that being said, we're going to get into the stuff. And first things first, I have to say rest in peace to the host of SportsScience. SportsScience was obviously a show. Well, I won't say obviously, but if you grew up watching the Fox Sports Network, if you grew up watching the ESPNs and Sports Centers and things of that sort, this show was a part of your upbringing, or kind of like for a lot of people in my generation, just much like Around the Horn, it was a part of your childhood growing up and stuff like that. And this guy, he just tried so many different things, bro. And he tried so many different things. And see, this one right here is crazy. Yeah, I think you like ran him over. I'm not turning on the volume for the sake of copyright. But this dude would just do some like crazy stuff for the sake of the show. Hey, yo, he had one where Klay Thompson was shooting in the dark and stuff like that. But yeah. Rest in peace to this man for sure. I want to read the statement. Let me see if I could search him on here. Hold on, I'll probably have to switch to another tab, huh? Let me see how, because I'll switch to this tab, just a blank Google tab as I search this up. Per his social media accounts, also is on this account. Is this right here? Brinks TV, The Kingdom of Awesomeness, and The Nail House. Okay, so here it is. It is with profound sadness that we share the news that John Brinkus has passed away. John, the co-founder of Base Productions, the founder of Brinks TV, and the co-creator and the host of the 6-time Emmy Award-winning SportsScience, has been battling depression. John lost his fight with this terrible illness on May 31st, 2025. His heartbroken family and friends request privacy at this time and encourage anyone who is struggling with depression to seek help. Yeah, so we haven't talked about this a while on the channel, but it is something that we discussed a lot in December, specifically because OG Mako and then Aubrey Plaza's husband. And it was back to back in the month of December. And my sentiment always remains the same, bro. Of like, men's mental health is so vital, so important, and men need to feel like they have a safe space to open up. Men need to feel like they could truly open up, because I think a lot of times with men, even if you have a therapist, like you might not open up just because you're not used to opening up. You don't know how to open up. Like, how are you doing? Good. Oh, I'm cool. You know, everything's everything, brother. This, you know what I'm saying? Like you have cool sayings and things like that to write off like how you actually feel and what you actually experiencing. And sometimes you might not even know how to verbalize it, how to put it into words. And you know, and you learn to suppress it so much because any sign of showing it could be seen as a sign of weakness or inadequacy or make you less masculine or make you less than a man. There's so many levels to it, especially you know, kind of like in this transition of going to the modern times versus the old times. And the old times, the traditional way of thinking with a lot of toxic masculinity is all like, keep that to yourself, suck it up, keep going, like you a man, da, 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 this and that. But you know, going to this of like, it's okay to cry, it's okay to show your emotions. There is a transition there, and it's a rough transition, especially like if you're older and stuff like that. So, to hear this news is crushing, bro. It's crushing. It's crushing to know that we lost another one, another great man. He was in Atlanta. I didn't know he moved to Atlanta. Dang. I wonder if he was following anybody. But you know, getting back on point, it's a crushing reality when we lose anybody like this. And I always feel like these particular circumstances always can be preventable. Always can be preventable. And so for us, it's our duty to make sure we check in on our loved ones, bro. Like I gotta check in with my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. Like you just think about someone who you need to check in on, talk to. I need to check in on my uncle. I need to check in on, you know what I mean? And you can go down the line of people you need to check in on, that you haven't talked to and check in with in a minute. And don't take I'm doing good as an answer, because that ain't no answer. If you ask them follow ups to the point where they get upset with you, gosh, I said I'm good, da, 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 and they get mad at you, I'd rather they get mad at you for you asking too many follow ups to say, are you really good? Like, why are you good? What's going on? What's going on with work? This and that. I'd rather you ask a billion follow ups that makes them upset as opposed to just leaving it at I'm good and they're not good. You know what I'm saying? I know one of my homeboys is going through it right now, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about it in passing, but we don't really address it too much into depth. You know what I'm saying? Like we just kind of keep it at like, oh dang, bro, no, I understand, bro. Well, you know, woo woo, ABC, and we kind of go our separate ways and keep it pushing, keep sending each other memes in the group chat, like everything's normal, and everything ain't normal like as it always is. Like folks is going through a tough time, and I know for me, you know, I'm. It's not difficult to imagine on this YouTube channel where I've been live for. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. If because it's a Sunday now too. So if Easter was a few weeks, it was the 20th, April 20th. And so we've gone 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. So 42 days. So I've gone 82 days in a row going live. So it's hours of me just speaking for the past 82 days online on this YouTube channel. I don't hesitate to let people know how I'm feeling. Like if something's frustrating me, I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna say it on live stream, or I'm gonna call someone and just get it out. I was frustrated earlier today just with an exchange that I had, and I just let people know, like, y'all, this is frustrating me. I know it's silly. I know it's something minuscule. I know, but I let people know. I let it out. I didn't hold it in. Um, so people just have to, men in particular, need to feel that safe space to let it out. Don't hold it in, bro. Um, just tell people, bro. Like, even if you just vent in a group chat with the boys, like, just get it out, write it out, bro. Because sometimes that's all you need, just to get it out. Just, I am upset because this upset me because this disappointed me because just let it out. So, rest in peace to John Brinkus, or Breckness, excuse me, or no, Brinkus, yeah, Brinkus. I said it right the first time. John Brinkus. Long live sports science. Long live John Brinkus. And man, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. Excuse me, because ESPN bought him out. Like I said, like I don't know Well, last time I said this on this channel, I say it a lot though. ESPN always buys out the people making noise in the sports media industry. Like when they buy you out, that just knows like they respect you as a competitor to them of taking away their stuff. This guy was 54 years old, bro. He's 54 years old, dude. Way too young. Way too young. He didn't even get to his 60s yet. But yeah, so that's what it was, man. I want to watch this, but I know it's gonna take away like everything from ESPN. Hold on. How long is this just a screenshot? How long is this?
John Brink is the
44 seconds. I'll watch it on live stream. I'll just clip it out for the video.
co-creator and the host of ESPN SportsScience, has died at the age of 54. Brinkus is the CEO of Brinks TV and passed away after a battle with depression on Saturday. SportsScience won 6 Sports Emmy Awards since its debut back in 2008. Brinkus was known for demonstrating scientific principles through sports during his segments and shows, often having professional athletes participate alongside him. In a statement posted on his social media, his family and friends encourage anyone who is struggling with depression to seek help.
Hotline 988. Text line is 741-741. Make sure you hit up if you or a loved one has ever experienced dark thoughts that may turn terminal, something eternal, something that makes you or leads to thoughts of a permanent decision. We need you here. You all matter, each and every single one of you. Regardless if you feel unseen, regardless if you feel like you can't catch a break, regardless if you feel like a loser, regardless if you feel corny or lame or an outcast, you never fit in. We need each and every single one of you on this earth. And it's the reason why you're breathing. And I'm so glad you're here. Even if you upset me in the comment section. I'm talking about in the videos where I discuss race or just the videos where we just talking and debating basketball. Like, I appreciate each and every single one of you in your existence on this earth. People need people. That is why we were born. And it's never over until it's over. So never give up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just say all of these things, bro. I just say all of these things. I interviewed John Brinkus at my first radio role back when I was a sophomore in college. After that, every time I saw him at an event, he was so warm, genuine, and sincere. Gut-wrenching to hear that he lost his battle with depression. I truly hope he's at peace now. Yeah, man. Tough to hear. Tough to hear. Tough to hear. Dang, Sheena Marie. Shout out Sheena Marie. RIP John Brinkus, a brilliant mind who loved discussing the game with anyone who would listen. Thank you for your insight and wisdom. Dang, goodness gracious, bro. Sorry for your loss. Prayers up to his family. RIP. 100%, man. This is I ain't gonna lie to you. This one tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Just saw the awful news about John Brinkus. Just terrible. He brought the world of physics to young sports fans and making it fun and interesting in a unique way. Brilliant host and a brilliant mind. Hope his family can find peace. This is from Kyle Bond. Shout out to Kyle. Man. Anything else we need to see of John before we move on, man? What RG3 say? Prayers up to John Brinkus and his family, the man who gave us the Emmy Award winning SportsScience, lost his battle with depression at the age of 53. Oh, he talked about this. Okay.
Deep depression.
Oh my goodness.
I fell into a very deep depression. I had come off of selling my company, selling SportsScience, ESPN, and you're kind of living in Park City, trying to feeling like you're retiring and, oh my God, I made it. And, the isolation that you feel living in a mountain town, the cold weather, injuries, things not going right. I spiraled into a deep, deep depression, and I was flat out suicidal. So much so, I had a noose tied around my neck I was ready to do it, and my dog, Zeppelin, came to my rescue, literally pulled on my pants, on my jeans, and literally was going crazy, wouldn't leave me alone. And I, like, in my suicidal funk, like, was like, what am I doing? I literally picked up my phone, called my mom. I said, there's something wrong with me. I am like mentally lost. I then went through a battle. I mean, I'm telling you, a battle to get out of it. I went to 6 different psychologists and psychiatrists, finally found my answer, finally found the way. And never since that day where I found Dr. Sendy, who is actually in Virginia, he led me down the right path. We found a solution, and I have never been depressed a day in my life from that moment forward. And I am so grateful.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough for sure. Sheesh. What did Marcellus say? Did Marcellus say anything? He just reposted it. All right. Well, rest in peace to excuse me. Rest in peace to John Brinkus. Thank you, Marcellus Wiley, for this clip. And last April, I had the privilege of going to an event at John Brinkus' house in Georgia. Not only did I meet him, but I was able to meet so many awesome people there. One being his mom, who I talked to for 15 minutes on the couch. She told me how John works, cares about his company, and what it means to her. I'm absolutely heartbroken to hear he's passed away. Rest in peace, legend. I just rewatched a YouTube video from 2 years ago, and I'm so heartbroken, man. John talks about how he's in a very dark place and tried to end his life, but his dog saved him. He went to about 6 different psychologists and ended up finding one that got him out of it. And now just yesterday, he took his own life. I wish I knew what happened. I wish what got to him in the dark hole. I wish I could have done something to help. Mental health is real. Check up on the ones that you love. Rest in peace, John. RP John Brinkus, the Kevin Love rebounder versus sumo wrestler, was one of my favorite sports science segments. When John Brinkus did sports science breakdown on Calvin Johnson. Oh, man. Dang, shout out to that boy. That boy, man. I'm tripping. Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode. Matthew Berry and so incredibly sad to learn about the passing of John Brinkus. I did an episode of Sports Science back in the day, and we remained friends. The ultimate professional. He was kind, encouraging, smart, and inventive. This is awful. RP John Brinkus. The Mavs film room. RP John Brinkus. His Sports Science segment on Dirt included an unforgettable line. If you were as tall as Yao Ming with the vertical leap of Derrick Rose, you still couldn't get to the hand of wow. Darren Rovell, devastated to hear the news of John Brinkus' death. He was a visionary. His family's decision to share that John died from battling depression should not be taken lightly. They are heroes of being open about it, and the hope and the acknowledgement will save others. This is my favorite. Oh, this is a Kevin Love versus a sumo wrestler. Did he box him out? Let me see. He did, bro. He really boxed him out and got the rebound. He different, bro. Did he put the ball up? Oh, he dunked it. Kevin Love was a beast, bro. Fat Kevin Love, bro. In Minnesota with the Minnesota Timberwolves, beast. Unstoppable. I think people really forget how good Kevin Love used to be, bro. Pre-LeBron. Patrick Mahomes on Sports Science in 2017 as a draft prospect. Crazy how the lab work and studies translated to his NFL dominance. Chrissy Dose. Just saw the news of John Brinkus passing over his Facebook profile. So heartbreaking. Sports Science was an incredible show, and I never heard anything but good things about him during my time at ESPN. Who else? Shout out Brandon Jacobs. RP to John Brinkus, man. Sports Science was my childhood for real. Kyrie Irving. With all due respect, RP John Brinkus, mental health challenges are real, but we have to stop using the term lost his battle. What's comedy with the utter truth of statements? RP John. Dang, what did Norm McDonald say? RP Norm McDonald.
Because in the old days, they go, hey, that old man died. Now they go, hey, he lost his battle. That's no way to end your life, you know. What a loser that guy was. Last thing he did was lose. Because in the old days, they go, hey.
Yo, Norm McDonald is crazy, bro. I hope Norm McDonald made it to the Pearly Games because some of his jokes crazy. But rest in peace to Norm McDonald. We are heartbroken to learn of the passing of our friend and fan, John Brinkus. He was full of passion and charisma. If you are struggling and need help, please reach out. There's always another option. 100%. 100%. Colonel Nicholson, ESPN just started going to ish when Sports Science was canceled. RP John Brinkus, at least you gave us one of the greatest shows of all time. Depression isn't something that you can turn and off like a switch. It's often misunderstood feeling that's masked behind an otherwise outgoing personality. Super important to check in with your loved ones. This disease touches us all, 100%. No. What TF, man? I love that show. RP legend John Brinkus, TPJ. RP John Brinkus. RP to our good friend John Brinkus. We probably done 20 shows over the years, and he was genuinely the most positive person I knew. He would be missed. The amount of times Dan and I messed with him on camera to get him to break live on air and break were too many times to count. That was from Ross Patterson. You're sorry excuse for a person. I don't want to see it then. It's not rocket science. It's John Brinkus science. Athletes that only specialize in one thing lack functional mobility from age 5 up. Diversify your training is the key to minimizing injury. Oh, that's big. That's big, bro. Heartbroken to hear the news about the passing of John Brinkus from Don Thomas. He threw out the first pitch at a Detroit Tigers game back in 2016 and was kind enough to take a picture for me. Take this picture for me. Praying for his family, loved ones, and friends. Unexpectedly met John Brinkus, his wife, while working for the Dolphins, and I told him that Sports Science was one of my favorite shows growing up, that it was my first intro to analytics. He treated me like he'd known me forever while I was fanboying. RIP. This is from Eric Todorov. Shout out to him. He didn't pass away, and depression was not the one that pulled the ultimate FU trigger. It's a perpetual middle finger to your family. Okay, all right, brother. I had no idea who the John Brinkus was tonight, or at least it wasn't on my give up radar. You could have kept that to yourself. It's going to be crazy to find out Nate Oates and John Brinkus are the same guy. That's funny. That's from 2021, 24. Most of the time, you don't get to meet the people you watch every day growing up, but I was privileged to meet the guy I spent lots of mornings before elementary school. Oh, you're a baby. Elementary school watching. I know a lot had I know you had a lot going on, and I hope you are at peace. Thanks for the memories, Heart. John Brinkus. It's from Connor Volupe. Yeah, he graduated 2020 and then got his master's 2023. Yeah, he's a baby, man. He's a young one. Randomly out of nowhere, John Brinkus came to mind last night. And how I taught him a quick few lessons about body language he could apply in everyday life. I thought about texting him. I learned that he just took his own life yesterday. The mysteries of life and death never sees me. I hope he finds peace in the afterlife. All right. Okay. Rest in peace, John Brinkus, man. The world misses you, man. Okay, next. This was a heartwarming story. know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially with like just recently, it's been so much racial divide in news and stuff like that. This is something that was like a unity, you know what I'm saying? News and gives you some hope. So yeah. Oh, come on, Biggie. So this dude, he went viral for working in his graduation attire while behind the counter at Burger King. He said he stopped by after his shift. He stopped by after his shift. No. He stopped by Burger King after graduation and he saw that it was busy, so he went back behind the counter to help out. And the lady recorded him in the drive-thru and it went viral. So they raised money for him with the goal of like 1,000. It got to 6,000. Now it's apparently at 170,000. Hold on. From Burger King to a college dream. It came up 4 days ago. It's now at nearly $180,000, bro. And it's crazy because like this, like I made videos about the Carmelo fundraiser that split up some people. I made, videos about the what's her name? The name blanks me now. But it was like the Shayla lady and the Shiloh Hendricks, that's her name, that called the kid the N-word, and she got like more money than Carmelo. So I made a video about that. It was just so much divisiveness. Now it's this lady who, this lady who's not black that makes this GoFundMe for him, Maria Mendoza, for this black kid. And he said he thought he was going to have to take a gap year because he didn't have the money for school. It's just beautiful, bro.
Hopefully we find them, so we'll let you know in a bit.
Music. We got to mute it doing the music. Oh, the whole thing's got music in it. But that's yeah. She's just like, yo, we raised $6,000 for you, and they got emotional, and he said $6,000 is crazy. The mom hugs him, and then she hugs them, and he said, I thought I was gonna have to take a gap year because I didn't have the money for school, and yeah.
I was thinking about taking a gap year because I ain't really got the money for school, but like, thank you to all of y'all because now I might actually just go straight to technical college and get my mechanical and start helping other people because I actually been watching stuff on YouTube like this.
And I ain't never think it was gonna happen to me, but I'm thankful. So thank you, God, for watching over us. Yeah, and then they took the picture. So there it is. Yeah, here it is, man. And then the reporter just, reporting with a smile. It's just all around good, bro. It just gives me like, I think a lot of times, like with the extremes of the internet, if you find yourself in a corner pockets of the internet, and there's great numbers, SEO and stuff like that, but like the comment section could be so just dark, bro. Just lose hope in a lot of humanity and stuff, and like what it kind of question like what you see is not what you see in real life. It's like the comment section is the real life because there's so many people with this constant and the same message. And so I don't know, to see this is beautiful. I appreciate it, and good job on everybody's part. Congratulations to this young man. I'll link it myself in the description. We want to thank everyone for donations. TikTok, Maria Bonita 528 helped this humble graduate chase his college dreams. He went to his job. He found out his name is Michael. While many graduates spent the night celebrating with friends and family, one young man quietly showed the world what determination looks like. Just after receiving his diploma, still proudly wearing his medals, he reported to his shift at Burger King. He didn't do it for attention. He doesn't even know his story went viral, but thousands of people have donated, were moved by this dedication, humility, and work ethic. We're starting a GoFundMe to help him take the next step, college. Let's get together as a community and support this young kid. All the funds raised will go directly towards helping him with college tuition, books, supplies, and other educational needs. Let's show him that the world is watching and rooting for him. Even if you can't donate, please share this campaign to help us bless someone who truly deserves it. And this is her TikTok. So let's see what she's posted on TikTok. Oh, we're not doing these. Hold on now.
I'll take it in.
Forever grateful. We've had a few interviews and we will keep you updated. I want to thank everyone who came to bless Michael. Jeez Louise. Oh, she said, bless my daughter. That's funny. She said, let my daughter get some. I know that's right. I know daughter looking like, we raised 180 for Michael, but that also show you that she's honest. She ain't going to take a piece of that 180 from Michael. She say, nah, if my daughter needs some money, we going, you know what I'm saying? We going to do it for my daughter, man. Separate. I respect that. Salute to Maria, man. 100%. All around amazing story, bro. And the final thing of the night before we get out of here is the game. He released his list of top 100 LA rappers. Kendrick Lamar's at 4. So he's got Kendrick Lamar. Oh, he got Tupac number 1. All right. So he got 310 Baby, Lefty Gunplay, Bad Luck, Deed. Yeet from LA? I know Yeet was from LA. LA, Los Angeles. I didn't know Yeet was from LA. Where Yeet from? He from Irvine, California. Okay. Hey, that's a good call from Games. Slim the Mobster, Compton Ave, BG Knockout, Peso, Jason Cash, the Domino, The Godfather, Rod Vicious, Mr. Capital E, Eastside K-Boy, Bishop Lamont, Reason. Why? And his name Jason, you know what I'm saying? Why can't Jason get some love with his name now? E-Swap, AZ Chike, J305, Artemis LA, Crunden, Big Y, Blue, Hitman. I'm sorry if I get some of these names wrong. Matt, CJ Crip, Fat Lip, Evidence, Joe Moss, D Smoke, High C, Hobson, Westside Boogie, Glasses Malone, Ray Vaughn. He got Ray Vaughn kind of high. I ain't gonna hold you, Taj. Mad Lib, Kid Frost, Earl Sweatshirt, 56. Tone Lock, Kid Ink, Everlast, Buddy, Blueface. Blueface over Earl Sweatshirt is insane. What? Doja Cat at 50? OT Genesis above Doja? Stop it. G Perkio, O3 Greedo, Yo Yo, OGZ, Rash Cash, Murs, Coolio, Cam, Lady of Rage. Lady of Rage. He got Baby Keem up here. Baby Keem from Las Vegas. Like, he proudly claims Las Vegas. Vince Staples, Problem. Why? So who was I confusing Reason with then? Who's Reason versus Problem? Why? Whose name is now Jason? Jason Martin. Who's Reason? Oh, Reason from TDE. I got it now. Trey D, Kirk Up, YC, Childish Gambino. He got Childish Gambino up here. Hey, shout out Childish Gambino. He on the LA list and the Atlanta list. Roddy Rich, Tyga, Drakeo the Ruler, The Doc, Ab-Soul. I do like Ab-Soul higher on this list. J-Rock, Well I Am, Mac 10, Sugar Free, Warren G, Schoolboy Q. I like that. King T, MC8, MC Ren, Dom Kennedy, YG, Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator kind of low. Be Real, Ice-T, Nipsey Hussle, Exhibit, Easy E, Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, Corrupt, The Game at number 5, Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac. I knew he put Dot before him though. What? Blueface and Doja need to be removed. What? Childish Gambino should be. Childish Gambino is an Atlanta rapper, bro. Like, he got a whole show called Atlanta, bro. He was just born. Gambino was just born in LA, bro, on like a military base. Tyga over Childish Gambino and Doja at 50. What kind of knucklehead has Blueface higher than Earl Sweatshirt? 100%, bro. 100%. I agree with that. YG over Dom Kennedy is outrageous. Oh, I don't think so. Childish Gambino, if anyone is not from LA, it's him. Bro literally made a show about where he's from. Baby Keem not from LA either. 100%. I'm scared to open this. Okay. He was born on the Air Force in California. Edwards Air Force is not in LA. That's high key accurate. Childish Gambino. Guess he was born on Everest Four Base. Had no clue, but we still attach him to Atlanta, Georgia. It's weird because he was born in Cali, raised in Georgia, started his rap career in New York, and gained traction when he moved back to Cali while working on Community. He's a nomad, but still technically a Cali artist too. He is not no Cali artist. For this list, you considered him a Cali rapper? The guy with the song called Candler Road and a mixtape called Stone Mountain, and a guy who has a line that goes, Atlanta, Georgia got something for you. Do you not consider a Cali rapper? Not really. I mean, he was 16 when he moved here. I always felt the California love stuff. He was forced attachment to, but Gambino's from Atlanta. He reps Atlanta. He has a dang show called Atlanta. That's like saying Kid Cudi and Kanye West are New York rappers because they moved there to get their careers going. Tyler, top 3. Agreed. You top 5. Okay, so but if you have Tupac, if you consider Tupac a Cali LA rapper, West Coast rapper, okay, Tupac. Bro, I'll go Kendrick over Tupac. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll go Kendrick over Tupac. I got Kenny number 1. Tupac ain't never did no arena. I mean, no stadium. I got Kendrick number 1. I got Snoop. Well, I got Tupac number 2 if you count Tupac. Snoop Dogg number 3. Ice Cube. No. The Game number 4. And Tyler Creator number 5. And then Ice Cube number 6. And then number 7, DJ Quick. But Dr. Dre on these lists is crazy. Dr. Dre is not even a rapper, bro. Like, he hasn't written like one. You know what I mean? He ain't even written one verse. Isn't King from Vegas? 100%. Nah, he was born in LA if that counts. Oh, that don't count. Vince Staples buying out the list. I don't even like Absol being 3 spots from Tiger. Can't be right. Earl 56. Blue has to be higher than this. Doja Cat. I mean, Gambino would consider himself a LA rapper. Doc from Texas, Childish Gambino from ATL. Childish Gambino not even from LA. You say you don't make this list but not respond to Joey. That's funny. It's way better than the complex list, close to the truth. I do like a lot of the parts better than the thing because Childish Gambino is definitely from ATL, and while technically he was born in California, it was Edwards, not really anywhere close to LA. Spice number 1. Blueface above Westside Boogie, Earl Sweatshirt, and Matt. Thing like blasting my ears. Sheet from LA. Since when? I had the same reaction, bro. If this was based off of bars, Crook, Earl, and Blue would be top 10. Snoop Dogg don't write, and he don't have many close classic solo albums, if any. As long as he put Kendrick above him, I don't care. Blueface before a reason. Earl Sweatshirt. Bino is an ATL rapper, and no mention of John Wayne is nonsensical. Isn't King from Vegas feels like a West Coast list more than anything. I hope Billboard drops a best LA rappers list and places Game even lower than Complex and give him something else to cry about. Pac ain't from LA, but the Game, Gambino from Atlanta. I gotta stop with this Dr. Dre stuff though. He said Childish Gambino, the dude with the show. I'm probably have people giving this man his props. The one that made a show called Atlanta, the one with the song called Candler Road, that Childish Gambino, Candler Road. I ain't the room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 8 tree. Every time as a hitter, all the hitters talking like all the hitter, talking stuff I saw the hitters. Now they daughter want a picture. F Amy, Amy, brother too real got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry, Tupac from New York. Where in LA did Tupac live as a kid? What elementary, high school? The Bay has more to claim and more than LA, but his home is New York. Oh, that's crazy. Boogie is top 10 early. Even Hobson deserves top 25. Glad to see Hitman. Doja Cat rap better than Tyler and Exhibit before Nip. Roddy Ricch 31. Roddy Ricch had a moment for sure. Way more accurate. This is a good list, whereas Daylight, Tupac is not an LA rapper. I'd learned in the past 24 hours that people do not consider Tupac a West Coast rapper. This is crazy because he did that like his whole, you know what I mean? But that's it. Short stream tonight. Like I said, I'm working on a bigger story and in order to get sleep and also do the necessary research for it. The streams are going to suffer from it a couple days, but W80, where we at? 82? I think 82 days in a row. Let me do the math again. All right, it is 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Yeah, 42. So 82 days in a row on stream. The streams, the quality of them might suffer the next couple days, but that's because I'm working on this thing and I want to get it done this week. So we'll see how that goes. I still haven't made my mind if I'm going to LA for BET because I didn't get into BET and I didn't get in even as just a seat. Oh my goodness. So I might have to just cancel that trip altogether, just stay in the A. But I do want to go to LA just in general to taste the food out there again. I do like the food out there. It's not the best food, but it's like it's certain places just out there in LA that I just kind of miss because I used to go to LA all the time. So we'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling on Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, you guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow for day 83 in a row. Peace.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Enjoy Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.